this tutorial, I want to look at loading up our Maven project we created 2 or 3 tutorials ago now into Eclipse. And the project name was Sample1 and it was within our user profile directory. So how do we get that into our Eclipse environment? Well, the answer is fairly straightforward. If you go to the Project Explorer, there's a bit of a shortcut here. You can go right click, import, with the options given here, just scroll down till you've come across Maven and then existing Maven projects. Click next there, and root directory, this is basically the project directory, so it'll be sample1, and that's within our user profile directory, in my case den of programming. Yours will obviously be different. I need to scroll down looking for sample1, there it is, and OK that. Now Eclipse has basically found a pom.xml file which tells it it's a Maven project, and then we can hit finish. Another thing I like to do now, obviously expand that to check everything's there, but I like to do, because on older versions of Eclipse you used to get some errors coming up here. I think that was an older version of M2 Eclipse, but to resolve those anyway, if you do get them, it's just to right click on the project and go down to the Maven menu and do update project. Make sure your project, in this case sample1, is selected. Leave all the other checkboxes as default and hit OK. And this will synchronize M2 Eclipse with what's on your hard drive. So hit OK there. And that's it. That's basically, we just imported our sample project that we created on the command line into our Eclipse environment. Going back to the other tutorial, we talked about the directory structure. You still have that only represented in the Eclipse world. So you've got the source main Java, you've got the source test Java, you've got Maven dependencies, which we'll look at closely later, and lastly we have a pom.xml file. If we click on this tab, pom.xml, you'll see the actual XML elements. Now don't worry too much about this now, because in about 2 tutorials time we'll be covering the POM in an awful lot of detail, so all this will become very clear to you. So let's see if this actually runs. I'll go to the app, open the class up, just prints hello world. Don't forget, all this was generated by the Maven archetype, or the quick start archetype. Run as a Java application, hello world. Okay, well in the next tutorial I'm going to be looking at how to create a brand new Maven project within Eclipse.